Good afternoon, members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. How's everybody doing today? And all the other sites that I'm on. If y'all don't know, I do have Spiritual Encrypted Encounters also on YouTube. And I also have some short reels on TikTok under Abe Cias of the short reels that I make from the videos that I have. Hope everybody's having a great afternoon. I know everybody's doing their own little works, just like I do my works. I try to get the best evidence that I can get out there that you're able just not to see it in a picture or a picture that's too cropped out, but I also try to get the evidence on the video where you could see some kind of movement of a head or something in that nature. And that's my goal, is to catch stuff that is actually really close up. It's not like real far away where you see something moving, but you don't know if it's a person in a costume or not, or somebody playing a prank. The imagery that I'm catching here, the imagery that I'm catching is close up, very close up. Like I said, I have the videos that I make short reels out of there. But before I continue, I'm just gonna send a couple of invites out to see who is here. I'm gonna send a couple of invites out to see who would like to join the live feed of the works that I'm doing spiritually. So it's just a quick live feed, I'm trying to talk to a couple of people that they've been having some encounters somewhere in New Mexico, and other people, that whoever wants to join the chat with me, that's why I do this, the way I do it. I'm trying to send a couple of invites to see who's even here viewing. But at night, I'm just going to continue to do my video and just talk in general about the works that I'm doing, what I'm trying to do, so people can understand where I'm coming from, the aspect I'm coming from. I know I've been an admin in some other groups that I've done some people some favor. I'm not even going to mention the group, but the way I see it is, I've been I was behind certain individual through thick or thin, whatever they were going through, or when they were going through something, I was there. But regardless of that, I think it's time for me to move on and venture out myself, like I've been doing, and not worry about being an admin in other groups, but just worry about my group. Like I said, when you think people are cool with you and that you've been loyal to them, that's the type of person I am. I'm a loyal person, and all of a sudden they don't want you to do certain things in the groups because they're trying to do something a certain way. Well, at the same time, since I know this individual for a very long time, he should know how I am also as a person, how I'm bringing the spiritual aspect out of it. That I don't think is just anything about cryptid, that it's also a spiritual aspect to it. So in saying that, I have no hard feelings for this fella. Matter of fact, I helped him a couple of times where, I helped him one time where his Facebook got completely deleted, and I put him back as an admin in his own group, because I was there still. But besides that, I have no hard feelings for this guy. Whatever he does, wish the best to him. Like they say in the WWE, good luck with your future endeavors. To me, I'm going to focus on the things that I do, the things that I like to do, which is spiritual encrypted, which would be the spiritual aspect of what I think people are encountering, whether it's a dogman, Bigfoot, Mothman, Goatman, whatever manifestations this Nephilim or demonic beings take, that's how I see it as. Trust me, I've been grounded boots. I've been out there. I've battled them spiritually. I've been attacked physically by a unseen force, in which I've been there. I've been grounded boots. I have pictures. I have videos, that I've placed in my group, Spiritual Encrypted Encounters, that I've shared in many other groups, and I'm submitting that as evidence. It's all evidence, and I understand. I know about such thing as pareidolia and stuff like that, but when you cache images of these beastly-like creatures every time you either take a picture or you do a video, and they keep on popping up, well, that's not coincidental. It's because it's actually something that's around us in spirit, that they're around us. For y'all that do not know, I'm bringing you the spiritual aspect out of it. There's the demonic beings, which were once the Nephilim, which were created by the Watchers, which became disembodied Nephilim when the flood happened in the earth. They became disembodied Nephilim because they lost their body. They became a disembodied spirit of the Nephilim, in which now we know as demonic beings, which what they do is try to find a host, and the host that they seek is, it doesn't matter who it is, but they attack, they try to find the host, which is, we are this is our vessel, so they try to semi-possess or possess the host so they can attack or destroy. Well, this is why I do what I do, the works that I do, because I've dealt with it. I've seen what they can do. I've seen innocent people get spiritually attacked by this unseen force, and I've been seeing it for a very long time, since as far as I can remember. When you see somebody get, you could say, possessed, and you don't know where it's coming from, and you're trying to figure out why they're acting strange, what's going on with them. When you don't have the answers, when you're growing up in life, and you're a kid, and you're seeing these things, but as you grow and go out into the world, and you venture out, and you're seeing these things do the same kind of work that you're seeing when you were growing up, but in other places and other parts of the world, is because they're everywhere, and those are the things that I'm battling, or not just battling, but should I say, putting them on blast, spiritual blast, putting it out there so people can be aware. There's other things that people think that they're cryptid, but they're not really cryptid or beings in the flesh. They're beings of the spirit. That's why there's no evidence of any kind of sort of these beings existing in the flesh, but they're being spotted everywhere because they're in spirit form, or should I say, disembodied form, which is the Nephilim. They were part angel because they were created by the Watchers. So they have those abilities to manifest at will, like manifest at will, and they have the ability to mimic voices, mimic your loved ones, mimic voice of a little boy, a little girl, mimic voices of animals. That's what they do. They like to lure people in, just kind of like those people that are over there go Bigfoot hunting, right? So they go Sasquatch hunting. They're hearing knocks, they're hearing yells and stuff like that. Well, that's what it is. They're getting lured deeper into the woods, because that's what this disembodied Nephilim demonic beings do. When I got a video when it was during the day, and I could hear a dog whimpering in the wood line, and it was like like it was injured, and it was trying to get me to go towards that area where I could hear the dog whimpering like it was in pain. But that's what they do. They lure people in. Imagine all the people that have been lured in this nature that are not here no more amongst us because they got lured and they're gone. And what I mean by lured is if they're luring them in and they get them in a certain location and there's a spiritual opening that they have they see the opening and then they possess a body, and anything can happen to that body at the time that they're possessed because they can make the body disappear by what I mean by is by that person falling off a cliff, going into the water because of the possession. That's how they get rid of the body. That's why bodies are now found. But I believe that's how they're doing it when they're luring people into the wool line and that nature, that they're not just luring them, they're actually possessing the body, in which when they have control of that body, they can do anything to the body, in which there's why there's a lot of missing people. They go into the woods that they're missing because they were lured in there, not just lured, but possessed by these beings. I don't know who's here viewing me right now, but I'm just talking right now in general about anything, any topic. But that's what I believe because I've seen this. I've seen when the gentleman that was walking on the highway where he got possessed by something. This is what happened. He was walking on the side of the road, on the right side of the road, and I was walking to the store down the main highway because I wouldn't cut through those woods no more. And when he was walking, how you doing, Corey? How you doing? I'm just talking in general, brother, why I do the works that I do. How I just don't have pictures, that I have video where I get the footage from my videos, and I make short reels when I do catch something in my videos. So people can know that it's not just a picture, that there's a video behind that. And that's what I'm doing. This is the works that I do. And I'm just putting it out there, and even like that, believe it or not, even with evidence of a video reel where you can see a head move, there's movement, people still want to doubt footage like that, The reason I do this footage because when I say spiritual encrypted and counterfeit, I'm bringing the spiritual aspect out of it, in which imagine a being that can change form at will, whatever manifestation wants to change to, whether it's like looking like a werewolf, dogman, what people call dogman, whether it's turning into the formation of a Bigfoot or formation of anything else, whatever it wants to take. Imagine something that has a capability, that it can change at will in that manner, but you can't see it with your naked eye. You can sense the energies around it because, like I said, it's a spiritual thing in which your senses are going to kick in. Like in most of my videos, if you see when I'm talking in the videos, if you ever get a chance to look at the videos that I make when I'm walking into the woods and I'm talking about certain things, and in the videos, I'll talk about when I hear something, or I'll talk about when I sense something. Well, when I go back to my footage, I remember what I was feeling and I remember what I was sensing. So I'll go to my footage to see if I catch anything in the footage. And that's how I get my footage, because I know there's something there because I sense it, that I have seen them manifest in a physical, which looks like physical form in the past when I lived in Elms Grove, when I encountered the Six in the Woods that manifested itself into looking like they were in the flesh. And when they were running down the street, and one that broke a branch and fell down right beside me, I could see it in flesh form. But doesn't mean that they were in the flesh. But it broke a branch. You could hear the branches move, and all kinds of stuff. So all I can tell you is that they will do things so you can believe that it's something real. Like you got people out there, they're yelling, making calls and banging on trees and stuff. They're gonna yell back at you. They're gonna They're going to bang on trees because they want you to believe it's real. Once you believe it's real, then it has the advantage over you. It's kind of like I was telling one of my friends, it's like a vampire, right? And vampire can come into your home not unless it's invited. Well, this is our home. Our vessel is a form. Is our home. Our vessel is our home. Our body is our home. So if you're banging on the tree and something bangs in the distance, echoes do happen, but something banging in the distance, you yell and it yells back, then you start believing, right, that it's something real, and that's where the spiritual aspect kicks in. If it's something demonic, right, it's going to have that advantage over you because you're already believing in it. You're not actually believing that it's demonic because you're thinking it's a Bigfoot, or you're thinking it's a dogman that you're hunting for, or you're searching for evidence, whether it be footprints, whether it be hair, poop, or something in that nature, right? There's people there that say that the branches that are bent are Sasquatch, Dogman. The people leave little gifts out there for them. Well, all that is part of the belief factor. Part of when you leave an item out there like that, you're believing what's out there. So it's a form of a little sacrifice, a little token of something, that you're believing in what is out there. So in the spiritual reality of it, you leave it, making a connection with it, in which is leaving an opening, in which the opening is there, that anything can happen. When I catch the imagery that I catch, I know what's out there. I know about the balance. I'm a spiritual guy. I believe in Jesus Christ, but I know about the balance. I've been fighting the spiritual warfare for a very long time. Since I was 2 years old, I've been doing this works that I've been doing all these years. It's just when you see things all throughout your life and you don't have the proper camera or the proper things to be able to take the pictures of what you're seeing or what you encounter spiritually. I've seen so many people have negative attachments, this unseen spiritual war that I'm talking about, where you can see the manifestation of the attachment they might have within them, within their face. Well, in that nature, these things that are around us, that they're not here in flesh form, they're here in, like I said, disembodied form. They were part Nephilim, that still have angel capabilities, that they can manifest themselves to appear as Bigfoot, a dogman. They'll leave evidence behind too. They have those capabilities. I'm telling you. I've dealt with it when I was growing up. One time, my yard had crap everywhere, like different kinds of crap from the night before. We were hearing all kinds of noises outside of horses, lions, elephants, and all kinds of different noises of different animals. When the sun rose, all those noises stopped, but there was different kinds of poop all over the yard from different kinds of animals, and there's no way that this exotic animals are going to be in Texas or in near the border. There's no way we're going to hear that many voices. So to me, there was more of a, like I said, demonic beings that can mimic different voices, and this is the works that I do. I've been doing it for a real long time. Before I created Spiritual Encrypted Encounters, I had my group called Positive Spiritualist, in which I had all the evidence there. I had a bunch of evidence there. The same evidence that I have there right now, I had it already. I had videos and everything when I was doing spiritual work. But I guess some of the people came up against me from the cryptic community because they didn't want me to bring the spiritual aspect out of it. Look, even the shaman know, natives know that the Bigfoot is a demonic being. Even they know that it's a demonic being. And this demonic being, promised them special gifts through black magic, showed them the way, and that's why you see skinwalkers and all this, because of deals or pacts that they made in the past. That's why you see a lot of skinwalkers activity happening, because what they believed in, But that's like a different topic, but I'm willing to talk about any kind of topic here tonight. I was trying to make a quick video, but that's what I see, and I'm putting the evidence, like I said, the pictures, the short reels. I got a short reel. I mean, I'm gonna place it on some of the groups, the new groups that I'm on. I got a short reel where you can see it open his jaw, and you can see it showing his teeth, but it's moving so fast. So, like I said, when I say moving fast, it's moving in spirit form, right? Like the wind, it's moving fast, but I slowed down the reel enough that you're able to see the being, how it looks, the beastly look. It's got a snout. It's got the teeth. You can see everything. It's just I got that evidence, and I'm gonna place it on the new groups that I'm in right now. Like I said, I have Spiritual Cryptid Encounters where I'm at right now, and Spiritual Cryptid Encounters on YouTube, and on TikTok under Ape Cias, I have placed reels there also. I'll tell you, it's not the same. Like, people that might want to doubt the picture or doubt the video. I've been having an open invitation for whoever. I don't care what they believe in, whether they're a cryptid, they're a Bigfoot hunter, whatever they do. I've had an open invitation to Elms Grove for a very long time, and there's only really nobody from the cryptid community has taken the challenge to go into that area, because I know what's there. There's only been one person. It's not even. It was just a person that seen my show on This Woods Are Haunted season 3 episode 2. That they want me to take them to the location. I've had a couple of phone calls of people that want to go there, but they never call me back. I'm willing to take people. Those people that said that they're serious in their investigations of that they're cryptozoologists and all this stuff. The challenge is there for you to go there. I haven't heard from no cryptozoologist at all, so I guess their works must not be that serious if, I done share my story of what I encountered and all this out there. So maybe they're afraid of what might be out there, that it might not be what they think, or maybe they just, how is it, what I'm trying to really say is maybe they don't want to see that spiritual aspect out of it, that what they're believing in, it'll go against their works of cryptozoology, right? Because in their works, they're trying to find something that's here in the flesh. They're trying to find that something in the flesh. And I'm showing them that it's not something of the flesh, that is here, because you see it on the videos, you see it on the pictures. What I'm trying to tell them, what they think is not of the flesh, but in spirit. And I'm showing the proof. And even with the proof, they want to stick to their cryptozoology stuff, in which they have no body. They might have a footprint, but anybody can make a footprint, right? I have video reel of close-up imagery of how these beings look. So, you put that on the scale of what they're trying to do and what I'm trying to do, and I'm putting it out there here on my site and sharing it on some of the sites. I have the evidence there that it's something that has a capability to manifest itself into any form. On their video, it goes from what seems to be a werewolf. When people call dominant, I say werewolf, where it's got the face of a werewolf. It turns its head all the way around 360, and then you can see the face, what looks to be like a Bigfoot, but it's the same body, the same head, and that's why I placed it out there so people can see, what they're capable of doing spiritually. That's what I'm putting it out there. Whether people want to agree to disagree, that's on them. I'm just putting the evidence out there. That's all I'm doing. Yeah. Like I said, I'm just putting the evidence out there of what I catch, you know. And that's the thing, that I'm not really going too far into the wood line to look for anything. I'm near where there's still people, you know. So I'm just going a little bit into the wood line. I'm not going that far into the wood, and I've caught all this evidence, you know, and I submitted this evidence that these things are around us. We don't even have to go into the wood line to catch anything, because they're around us. They're around us because it's part of the balance, you know, the battle between good and evil, and they're around us, waiting to, I should say, take a host, you know, which means possess. I remember seeing these beings at church, when you see them flying in the air in this shadow form, and that's what they're doing. They're trying to find somebody with a spiritual opening, somebody probably living in sin, somebody not trying to change their path in life, and they're just waiting to possess that individual, you know, and they cause disruptions within the church. Imagine that. That they can have the capability to do that in the church. Imagine what they can do at a club or anywhere else where there's nothing holy. You know, they can run havoc. You know, and that's what they do. That's what they've been doing on this earth for a very long time, running havoc. But besides that, it was just supposed to be a quick video, brothers and sisters, of letting you know what I'm doing. You know, what I've been doing, the works that I do. I'm submitting the evidence there, clear as day, you know, clear as day. But like I said, you know, there's going to be people that want to stick to that narrative that they're flesh and blood beings, but I'm showing them proof that there are not flesh and blood beings, that there are spiritual beings that we know that they were once called the Nephilim. They're called disembodied Nephilim, but that we know as demons. That's what we're dealing with. And wouldn't you want to know? Wouldn't you want to know how to handle that situation? How to be able to fight spiritually against them? I tell you what, I'll fight spiritually. For those that don't believe that narrative, I'll fight spiritually, right, through Jesus Christ, by tying and binding and rebuking them. If you don't believe me, you can fight with a weapon if you want to. But I tell you what, when I tie, bind, and rebuke them in Jesus' name, you're going to have results compared to somebody trying to shoot a weapon at them and it's going right through them because they're in spirit form. You're not going to have no results. There's not going to be no body or nothing. That's why, you know, I've heard stories where they said that they've shot Adam at the head, at the body, numerous times by these hunters, right? They're hunting them and they can get a kill. They can get a kill because it's not a flesh being. It's a spiritual being. So they're wasting ammo, and that's not the way to fight them. And most likely, if they've done that and they're doing it out of anger and hatred, they have a negative attachment upon them. And I know there's many that are not here amongst us no more. And maybe somewhere along the line, they didn't stay spiritually strong. And the negative attachment that attached themselves to them through that act, you know, that's maybe one of the main reasons they're not here right now. Because they approached the unseen spiritual battle the wrong way. The right way is what I'm trying to tell you, how to overcome it. I overcame it. I overcame it physically and spiritually, but it was more of a spiritually. Even though I couldn't see it no more and I was getting physically attacked. Now I got pictures. I still got my pictures when I was being physically attacked by this unseen force. When it was trying to get me to give into it, to believe in it, not to believe in the Heavenly Father. But I maintain my love foundation. I maintain my faith. and I placed God first every single time. And when I had the opportunity, when it finally showed me its true nature, which they call themselves the tormentors, right? They call themselves the tormentors, and they said they are from Sinai. But when they finally stopped playing games with me, the mimicking of the voices, the shape shifting of different manifestations, and I found the way to how should I say, separate myself from them, in which the way was I forgave. I forgave people that I didn't even know I hadn't forgiven. I forgave everybody in my past, in which I forgave. That means that there's no hatred, no anger in my heart in any kind of way for anybody, in which forgiveness is part of love, in which they made me whole through love. When that happened, they made the final attempt to come and try to deceive me, which they show me their form of, without manifesting themselves into a beast anymore. They show me the form, how they looked, this shadow beings, and they show me where they came from telepathically. They said they were from Sinai. They said they're the tormentors of souls. The tormentors of souls. How you doing, Sister Joanne? Thank you, sister. They said they were the tormentor of souls. So telepathically, they were showing me images how they torture the souls where they come from, and they said that they have names that the souls fear them, right? Because that's what gives them power over them. It's the fear, right? So I already knew that God is a forgiving God, and that when I asked to forgive those individuals, that I cut myself from that opening I had of unforgiveness. So at that time, I already knew that what I had to do. So they wanted me to take my life. So they're trying to give me a proposition to take my life, or else certain things are not going to happen to some members of my family, right? So I chose to take authority over them, because I already knew that God is a forgiving God, and that I did the right thing, and I was feeling good. I was feeling spiritually blessed. So I took authority over them at that time. So first of all, everybody's their own person, and I'm protecting. They're being protected by the Heavenly Father. And that's the second of all, I type bind and rebuke you in Jesus' name. I'm taking authority over you. I'm taking authority over you. I type bind and rebuke you and call upon the heavenly angels. And that was the last time I seen these people, or should I say these beings that they call themselves the tormentor of souls, or tormentors. They had some names. They were trying to tell me the names. I was interested in the names, just like I wasn't interested in the images that they were showing me, because I wasn't afraid of what was being shown to me. Because I knew that when you got God, I could feel the presence of the Heavenly Father with me. I could feel the angels around me. So I wasn't afraid at all. And I overcame them. And that's why I do these videos and put the footage out there that I'm putting, so people can understand, to know not to give any fear to nobody, or not to fear nothing, because God has everything under control, to maintain a love foundation at all times. Keep that inner peace and love within yourself. For anybody that thinks they're bad, or they're demonized in some kind of way, it's all up here, and they must have a spiritual opening that they're allowing that to affect them in their mind. Affect them in their mind. They're allowing it. And the only way that they can stop that is themselves, by not giving that unseen power. Happy Easter, Sister Joanne, also to you and your family, all the way here from Texas. I'm just doing a quick video, and I know it's Easter Sunday, and God wants me to do this work. That's why I'm making this video right now. Even though it's Easter Sunday, he's amazing, man. That's all I can say. He's amazing. Like I said, he blesses us daily. He's blessed me, and I'm hanging in there. I'm not. I'm just doing His works. That's why I'm doing this works right now. Talking about this right now. Thinking, since we're talking about Easter Sunday, uh, it's all I know is that he's shown me a lot spiritually, and I continue to grow. I'm just trying to awaken those people that are lost, that are blinded, that are being deceived by other things. You know, I'm trying to bring the truth to light, or the light to the truth of what we're dealing with. But no, it was just a quick video for right now. Y'all enjoy this weekend. If anybody has any kind of questions, just look, I don't got nothing against nobody. I'm just putting out there what I've been through, what I do, the works that I do, why I do it, and I'm going to continue to do it. You know, I've been taking a break in some kind of way that I haven't really done a big video like with a guest or nothing like that. Because sometimes when I do these videos that I go out there by myself, when I go out there by myself, people ask me, hey, how come you go out there by yourself? How come you take nobody with you? What if I were to tell you, maybe the people, if I were to take somebody out there, they're not prepared to face what's out there, you know? That I go out there because I know that I'm able to handle the situation spiritually, because I stay strong spiritually and I'm prepared spiritually daily. Now, not everybody is prepared to run into a situation like that, you know, and I cannot protect everybody, especially if they have spiritual openings. You know, they have to be walking life a certain way. And if they're not walking life a certain way, I don't want nothing to happen to anybody in any kind of way, shape, or form, out there. So that's why I go by myself. But I'm never by myself. I'll tell, like somebody here, I'll tell them where I'm going to be at, first of all. But at the same time, I know God is always with me. That's why I say I'm never by myself. I know I have my faith and the prayers that I have, just in case I do run into something, that I can pray against it. If it's something physical nature, the only physical things that I've seen out there, for example, is wildcats, bobcats. You know, we got those here in Texas. You know, that's what I've seen. But besides that, I got this here. It says, great strength comes from faith in God. It's a picture frame that I got right here. That's what it says. Great strength comes from faith in God. You know, you gotta have faith. You gotta have faith, and you really have to, it's not just about the faith, it's about the belief in the Heavenly Father or what He can do. I know He exists. That's what I continue to do, the works that I do, whether, you know, like I said, people like my works or not, or people come up against me in a negative way. It ain't going to stop me from doing God's work. You know, I'm here for a reason, and I'm going to be obedient to my calling. But anyways, there was just a quick live for tonight, brothers and sisters. Maybe tomorrow I might try to get a guest for Sunday. I like doing videos like on Sundays and sometimes during the week. But anyways, y'all have a happy Easter. Maintain your faith. Maintain your love foundation. Maintain that peace and tranquility. And always remember, you're never alone. That God is always with you. You have a beautiful, blessed evening. And happy Easter, y'all. Peace.